Are you good? All right, let's go. I gotta make espresso first. We start our day with nice espresso. You want coffee, Smell?
No, I'm good.
Oh, we grind coffee for every espresso. This is MCPROBARBER espresso. Well, this type of espresso you only get in Italy. Look at that, nice. Smells so good, yo. Check this out. Look at that. Comes down. Good espresso takes about 10 minutes to make. 10 minutes, 10 seconds. It doesn't come down like in 1 second. See that? 5 to 10 seconds. I'm gonna show you something for a good espresso. Okay. Sugar. Oh, check this out. If you put a sugar in an espresso, look, it sticks around. See? It doesn't go down right away. See? It stays on the top. Let's check out what's going on. How are you? How's he doing? We're live on the YouTube. It's okay?
It's okay.
How's Hamza doing with them? Oh boy.
I don't even make the
Would you like an espresso? Come on. You want one? Would you like one? Oh. Yes, Smile. Can you make an espresso for the gentleman, please? I'll make you one.
Or sure you want to go up top?
You make an espresso for the gentleman? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Like a perfect. If you come from this side,
Yeah. You don't know. No, don't recall her. She wasn't. Ariana today is not in good mood. What's the matter? From what?
Yesterday,
Where? You were shooting on Betty? How'd they go? That's good. You getting your beer done as well?
No, there's blending side. So
Yeah, so make sure to connect this part here. Huh? So let's take our scissors, snap on edge of style, and see what our students are doing. A good coffee makes your morning good. Want sugar? All right. How's it going? Going. Hey, buddy. Buddy. How's it going? How's the arms doing? You doing okay? Huh? 1 second, buddy. 1 second. One second, buddy. All this hair, man. You gotta clean this hair. It's gonna go in your mouth. Come on, man. Look, all this hair is gonna go in your mouth. It's gonna bother you. Or you got a mustache. Look at that. Did you eat something sweet?
yeah.
Is that why this hair is sticking here? There you go, buddy. What's your name?
Henry.
It's unusual name. Hey, Henry. Okay, sorry for bothering you, man. How you guys doing here? What are you working on?
I'll be fixing up the mat.
What is it?
The back.
The back, okay. Okay, so connect this part now. Now let's move to the top. We are doing 90-degree uniform layer cut all around, okay? So let's finish it. Emiliano, how about you, buddy? What do we do? Keep the hair damp. It makes it easier to control. So you get nice and clean lines. Watch. So if what do you do? So if I keep the hair nice and wet, look like this. So now when I want to section, I don't like keeping my comb way too high. I like keeping it right in the middle, right? So I can flip it when I need to, and it just makes it much easier. I hold it with these two fingers right here, right? So watch from here. This comb, pin this. Look, you have a nice clean line, nice clean section, right? So now, if I want to, I section, I place my comb vertically right inside the section. See, turn my comb, slide in. Once the hair reaches the spine here, I pull out. And you see how I get a nice clean line on both sides? On both sides, you have a nice clean line. Now turn your comb, use the finer side, and hold your fingers straight up like this. Right? If we are doing here palm to palm, just like this. Look, my middle finger is slightly over my index finger, so I have a nice grip. We have two ways to cut. Either this way, if I'm cutting this way, right? If I'm parallel here, can you close the door? So if look, the thing is here. If I'm cutting like this, I'm placing my stationary blade on my middle finger. If I'm parallel to my section, I am raising my shoulder high and I'm twisting my wrist a lot. So I like to step slightly to the side just to alleviate some of that stress on my shoulder and my wrist. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing is what I can do, I can be parallel to my section, but hold my scissors this way, like that. See? So now I can actually place my cutting blade on my middle finger, not my stationary blade, but my cutting blade. And I'm in more natural position and I can cut, right? From there, as I was showing you earlier, my comb is here, watch. I'm gonna place my comb, watch this here. I place my comb on my middle finger here, see that? And I grab it this way. After I have this section here, see that? And from here, look, from here, I just scoop this back up, right? Place my comb here, and I cut. Again, look here, right? But I can also, from here, section, you see? I'm holding my comb like this. I can section all the way down, place my comb just the way I did earlier. Here, slide the comb in, pull the hair out. You see that? Nice and clean. From here, I hold the hair tight, place my comb here, and here I'm cutting, right? So now I want to take my comb, look, right here. My middle finger, grab with these two. Here.
You're looking very fine here.
Okay, can you shampoo him, please? And here. Okay? Work on that for me, please. Let's see how Emiliano, you're on. You're on. Are you doing palm to palm?
Over knuckle.
Over knuckle, palm over knuckle. Okay, good. So you are over directing towards me, you see that? Good. Straight out. Good. Perfect. Take your time. No rush. So watch. Take your time when you're working, especially at these early stages. So, if you are doing over knuckle, let's say we cut this part, I'm gonna section this way. Same thing. Look, I'm gonna place my comb straight into my section, turn my comb here, and then scoop. You see, so I can get nice and clean section. I need to comb the hair straight out, like this. This part has already been cut, but let's say we're cutting this part. I'm gonna place my stationary blade right here on my index finger, right? And then moving only my thumb, I cut. So cut, 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 and stop at the second knuckle. Drop this, recomb, and cut. Okay, so now, look, here we have, this is the section that up to here is cut, you see? So this was the section we cut. We're gonna split that section in half. See, this was the section we just cut. We're gonna split it in half and comb right next to this. Push this to the side, just like this. Scoop. Now, so I'm taking now some of the old section, the one I just cut, and a new section. Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, this is already shorter, but anyway, see that? Place my stationary blade here. Cut, cut, cut. Stop. Move your fingers up. Also, be slightly to the side. Don't be too close. So step to the side and cut. Okay? Good. Liliana, how are you, buddy? So clean, clean. You see, you have hair going from here up. See, this hair is going, it was going up. So here, this is why this comb is actually more, has a fine side. I like combing from here. See, and I start from the roots, and I pull the hair straight out, and then you see, not everything is nice and tight. Nice and tight. You see that? That's why you see these hairs that you have like longer ones like this. This is usually when the hair is traveling and not coming out straight clean. That's why you have few hairs that are slightly longer like that. Start from the roots. From the roots, nice and clean. Out, out. You see that? This out. Nice and clean. So this line will be nice and straight. If it's not clean in here, right? Then you have this. It's not clean outside here. See that? Okay. Work on that. I'll be right back. Can you do a call? Hey, how are you, Mark? I don't see you. We're making a lot of videos, okay? Okay, sure. No problem. If you are hiding from anyone, you can shut it off. Oh, no. How are you, man? How's everything? Would you like coffee, espresso?
No, all good, thank you.
How's everything?
Well, not bad, as usual.
Yeah. So what do we do for you, sir?
As always, short on the back sides and top. I would like shorter than usual. A little bit.
Shorter than usual.
It grows fast.
Yeah, man.
Getting tired of it.
Well, you wanted to have hair, so I'm gonna do first here. I'm gonna cut the top first shorter, and then we'll cut the sides. Let's grab Merhan Edge of Style scissors 6.0 from the Zenith collection. Because I'm gonna just trim it down, I'm gonna start from the front. Do you think that's good right there?
Let's see, and if we'll need shorter, we'll see later.
But this is good for now, right?
Or yes.
Perfect. How's the work?
Normal. Actually, just waiting for the baby to come.
Oh man, congratulations.
Thank you. And just moving around in case I need to be home.
This is your first one?
Yes.
Congratulations, man. I
Thank you.
remember my first one. It was like 20, 40 years ago. I remember it like today, I swear to God.
I was just playing all day with the car seat, set it up in the garage.
The funniest thing was like when she was born, I started crying. I don't even know why.
Um, your first was a girl.
It was a girl, yeah.
I'm waiting for
That's
a
right.
girl as well.
He still makes me cry. So whenever I cut the hair this short on the top, right, I like to cross check it. See, we have some long sections, and we'll just even it out. Your parents are here?
Yes. Actually, my father just went to Philadelphia to has his CDL done.
Oh yeah, he wants to
Yeah.
drive too.
Yeah, actually,
No, no, take it. Oh yeah, I do need it, but it's okay. I'll grab you another one. Go ahead. Don't worry about it.
it's just much cheaper in Pennsylvania than here. And actually, he was used to drive for years in Europe. He does. Okay.
So he wants to do it here now.
Yeah. The same thing, but just here.
Nice. Do you think this is short enough on the top? Yeah.
Not sure. Maybe a little shorter, but I would like to see it.
Let's do the sides first.
Yes.
All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use Merhan Edge of Style, 6.5 scissor. It has a saw blade. This scissor is ideal for barbers for scissor over comb. Just make sure it's oil. This is the one Hamza use. Hamza sometimes lazy. He doesn't oil his things. So it makes them. Make sure your scissors are well oiled. The tension is right. If you want maximum use out of your scissor, take care of them. Don't just treat them like a steak. All right, check this out. Look at that. Spring cut. This scissor is like a chainsaw. It is made from Hitachi cobalt steel, renowned for its long-lasting durability, smooth cutting feel. This scissor is designed and crafted from premium material that never lets you down. Look at that. So literally, it takes like seconds. Boom. I like
Hey,
to, go ahead.
hey, Mia said, "Hi, MC. You say that you have a daughter. Has she not taken an interest in barbering?"
Who's that?
Hey, Mia.
Amy. She's actually an LTech, and she's a director of our school. So no, she's not doing the barbering. She's doing the nails, and she runs our school. So yeah. Check this out, Merhan Edge of Style at Merhan Edge of Style at the MCPROBARBER.com. Whether you are looking for scissors for bulk removal, uh, fine refining, or creating fine texture or heavy texture, the tools in our collection, the Zenith collection of scissors, are crafted and designed to deliver for barbers and stylists throughout the daily use. Mariana, are you all set with the scissors?
Yeah.
Clipper, can I have?
It's right there.
Oh, thank you, thank you. All right, so let's we go short here. This is 1.1A. This is slightly shorter than 1.5, slightly longer than 1. Look, my scissors are just as good as edges, as the clippers, my friend. Any questions there? Say hi to everybody's here. Let's see who do we have in the house. Hey guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe if you are not a subscriber. But also, we have about 700 videos on our channel, and in those videos you can find pretty much everything you're looking for. So check them out. MC Barber is the channel there that you are watching at. There is so many videos over the last 10 years that we posted, from classics, fades, trends. You can find everything on our channel. Uh, Also, check our website, MCPROBARBER.com. There we have fine scissors crafted from premium Japanese Hitachi cobalt steel. Also, we have old school clippers, and we have Tondeo razors. For now, next Sunday I will be at the Salon International in London. Uh, so if you guys are there, maybe I'll run into you. See, using 1.5 helps me create a really nice balanced haircut quickly and debulk in literally minutes. Now, from this point, we decide how much further we go. Like going down to skin, sir, or
Yes, let's go down.
down to skin. Oh, so we're gonna start with our trimmers, old school trimmer. In general, some people like doing this. They like starting your face like this. I prefer this way because it doesn't leave me harsh line here. As I'm exiting, I'm lifting my edges slightly, so even though you can't see it with the naked eye, it slightly, you know, tapers out. So it's easier for me to remove that line with my clippers.
Hey, Mia said, thank you, MC. It's wonderful that she is involved in your business. I am passionate about barbering myself. I've learned so much from you.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy that all my kids are actually working with me. That's Hamza over there, my son. The other corner is Ismail, also my son. They are both barbers, and she's a nail tech. I'm building a salon for her right next to us here. So this is like a family place. If you are guys from Connecticut here, stop by our school if you want to learn, or if you just want to get an excellent haircut, come check us out. Are we here connected on Instagram? And all right, guys. So if you are here, please follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, TikTok. We really appreciate that. We are here to share our experience of the last 25 years. And for right now, we only have scissors, clippers, and razors on our website, mcprobarber.com. Soon, we're going to have every tool that we use on our website. We love your suggestions and comments. Please give us suggestions on what you guys would like to see. I'll do my best to bring it to you. If I don't know it, I'll find a master who knows it. Right now, I'm using my old school e clipper. with a half guard. I'm doing a lot of freehanding here because he's got like a very straight hair. It's easier to fade straight hair, like a pokey hair, than let's say coarse hair, because you can do a lot of freehanding. Irfan, any comments, questions?
I love the way you use the trimmer after prepping with the clipper. So you barbers do it the other way, as you said.
Again, I want to make sure that if you are doing it the other way, there is nothing wrong with it. It's just that I prefer this way because I try to remove any obstacle on my way to my goal. Uh, what I mean by it is like I try to refine my techniques and my steps down to zero extra work. That way, I can deliver maximum quality in record time. It's not that I'm rushing, but if I can finish a haircut in 20 minutes, I don't need to stick around for 1 hour because in this industry, time is money. Now, because his hair is very straight, see, we have this like sharp line all around. I can remove it with a scissor over comb, which is good. Or I can simply use 1.5 on my clippers. I don't use the heavy duty guard on this because the teeth are too close. This one is better because the teeth are wide here, so it almost acts as a comb. So watch, I can just go like this and slowly, with no rush, concentrate on what I want to take out. Important, I do not press my clipper against his head because I don't want to follow the shape of the head. This for me is right now electronic scissor. I control what I'm cutting. Is the guard doesn't control how close I get to the head. I control myself. So now, Irfan, if you look at here from there, no, from this angle. You see this line, but here is removed. See that? Perfect. Wait, see? Look. And when I use the comb, I don't push hard down with the comb because it will create me another line. So I hold the hair there just so it doesn't rise. Yeah. Comb there acts as just a guard, like a gate, doesn't allow the hair to move out. Okay. When is the baby due?
This month.
This month?
It's by over 20, but
It could be anytime, huh?
yeah, exactly.
All right. So what do you think about the top now? Do you think we should go slightly shorter?
Can we?
Absolutely.
Just a bit.
So we're gonna go slightly shorter on top. Huh?
By the way, you see this sticking spot?
Yes.
Especially when it grows up, it's sticking even more. Can we do something with that? Like getting it shorter?
We can cut it a little bit shorter, but
I don't know if it's gonna be okay. That's why I was going to
It's the
discuss
way-
with you.
It's
That's the
the
way
way
it's
it's
grown.
planted comes this way,
Yeah.
So we can cut it slightly shorter. Not a problem. Or when you style it, you can use small round brush and bend it the way you like.
I try, but it's still kind of, even if it's the same length,
Uh-huh.
it's kind of sticking out and
Yeah.
looks like it's longer.
Of course, yeah, because It's planted from this side.
Yeah, I understand.
So I'm gonna trim it. Actually, let me just trim the top of it, and we'll see what we can do. How is it look at this point? And then I'm gonna slightly dam the hair here, so I can do scissor over comb. It's almost too short for me to do now. Uh, over knuckles. So I'm gonna do a scissor over comb technique. Let's grab on it. American Regional style, 6.5 scissor. Can you look down for me slightly? Perfect. You can go there, but just don't trick yourself. Right here, watch. Lift the hair. Scissor over comb is the most important scissor technique to master, but it is the most difficult scissor technique to master as well. It's important when you do this technique that you only use your thumb. As you can see me, I only use my thumb. Let's see what we can do here. Irfan, you have any comments, questions?
Nope.
Any haters? Come on, what kind of video is this when we have no haters or fans? Fans supposed to say nice things, haters supposed to say bad things. They are both good. Perfect. What do you think now?
Better.
I
Much
took
better.
this
I
down
like
a
it.
bit, and I think it's good, right?
Thank you. Perfect. Love it.
Yeah. Excellent. What's up, my friend? How are you? Nice beard there.
Someone said, "What is the most important technique to learn?"
There is a lot of them. The most important, okay, one out of all of them, huh? One out of all of them is to master consultation, to understand what the client wants. That's the most important one out of all of them. If you put in the first place, consultation, master that one. Understand what the client wants. Everything else will come if you understand what the client wants. If you don't understand what the client wants, being able to hear the client is extremely important, right? And then having a knowledge to process what you heard, it's extremely important that you can actually process that knowledge and see what is possible, what's not. You know. Also, you have to learn the head shapes, hair textures. Uh, you need certain techniques to deliver that. Now, that was the style to create a style. You gotta learn how to scissor over foam, scissor over knuckles, palm to palm, styling, knowing which tool to use when. All these things are essential, but one out of all of them. Let's see how many people agree with me. Consultation. Put a thumb up. Hey guys, please don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Put a like if you didn't yet. See, before the day starts, I preload a bunch of razors and combs. That way we keep it nice and sanitized. That's the client that Hamza's doing. Actually has an amazing beer. Let's see if the kind doesn't mind. I'll throw that one up and down here. Any product in your hair?
No, thank you.
All right, my friend. It's so nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Also, thank you for letting us record.
Oh, you're welcome.
We appreciate it. Some people are camera shy, so which is understandable. I was myself. Very much. Thank you so much, my friend. Congratulations on your baby.
Thank you.
See you later. Come safe, healthy. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it so much. Ismail, can you charge me, please? Hey guys, you can watch Hamza. Sir, do you mind if he records? No.
Oh, what's up, guys? I just debulk the hair so I can wash it and then shave the sides down with the razor. And now shampoo it.
Thank you. I am so glad you called. Huh? Well, can we put two on the package? All right, I'll be right there. Give me a minute.
No, it's one of the shorter days.
Ask questions, guys. I like questions. Are you ready? Ready?
Yep.
So we're gonna be doing a skin fade. It's kind of mid to high skin fade. And we're also going to be doing his beard, but he doesn't like his beard faded. He likes it to come to a certain, to a point. So we're going to be doing that as well. Now we're going to point cut the top because he likes the style, messy look.
Cheaper.
Huh?
Sorry.
And The reason I didn't put any shaving gel, shaving this, or making the guideline is because I washed his hair with shampoo and conditioner to soften up the hair, the skin, everything. So when I shave, it just shaves off 10 times easier. And then and it helps out later on when I don't put the gel so it doesn't dry out and get sticky. So when I'm trying to fade him later on, my clipper is getting stuck to his head. Oh, let me just clean. I already did this, but I'm gonna do it again. I did a rough pass. Now I'm gonna do it, but clean it all up. And I have my heavy duty clipper. That's the best clipper for debulking. I like it for debulking at least. Any questions?
Are you Albanians or can you speak Albanian?
No, I don't speak Albanian, and I'm not Albanian.
Are you ready, sir?
I am Bosnian and Montenegrin.
How are you? Okay, yourself? Excellent.
Now we start with the face. I start with no guard open, and I make around 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of a guideline, non-closed. And I'm using my old school clipper.
I'm ready to master of feet.
Now I have my old school trimmer. These two come in a combo set, so it's very easy to order. Now I have my one guard. I do the same thing. I start off with like say 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch guide. Take that off with my paper clothing, then I put on my half guard.
Take off right here. Yeah, so all the fiber, um, even.
Brandon said, "Is that 1A blade?"
Yes, it is.
It's,
On my heavy duty, it is a 1A blade.
Does that mean I was first?
It shouldn't go up. You just have a different.
These clippers and edges are great because they already come 0 gap straight out of the box.
Susie asked which razor on the website would be good for dermaplaning, if any.
For dermaplaning.
See how that plays
Yo, are we?
off.
Yo, are we selling these razors on the website?
Not yet.
So there's two kinds of razors. We have Tendeo, which is great for cutting the top. I'm gonna use this today to cut the top of his hair. I'll show you how that's done. But this is just a shaving razor. So we have two different kinds of razors. We have this one online, but we do not have this one quite yet. But the razor would be good for dermaplaning, but you just have to be a little bit more careful because you're putting. It's much different than the ones that you buy at Walmart or Target because it's not as sharp. It's still very sharp though.
What's up?
Yeah.
Scissors, 6.5. They were in the desperate need of some oil, so I did it for you. And take care of them, honey. Just scissors. Well, just use them dry like that, my friends. Huh?
I'm putting it through the rough to see if they're good enough. Yep. Yep. So far, so good. All right. Now we repeat all those steps in that process all over again on this side. Any questions? I want to answer some questions today. So
I mean, Susie said, right. I am a cosmetologist. Thank you.
no problem, Felix. I hear that too.
Susie said, love the work and teaching you all do. Thank you for sharing.
Of course, Susie. We do our best here. Might not be perfect, but we do our best.
Matt said, just out of school, the learning curve is killing my confidence. Any tips?
Learning curve is killing your confidence. I think don't let nothing kill your confidence. Nothing. You have to learn how to do everything. It'll take a long time. Sometimes it'll be quick. But just don't give up. That's what makes you better. Keep working at it every day, harder and harder. I wasn't the best either. I wasn't that great. I look at work. Honestly, what I believe is you should be proud of anything and everything you do. If you do it to the best of your ability, you be proud of that. I looked at some haircuts I did when I was 16 years old, and I was so proud of them at 16 at the time. And then I look at those pictures back, I'm like, holy crap, that was a garbage haircut, but I was sure as hell proud of it. And that's what made me better, honestly. I got better from that. Learning, doing, trying, failing.
Greg said I won 13,000 on sports bets. Should I tell my wife or my girlfriend?
No, keep that to yourself. No, 'cause now if you tell them that, that's what you got to give. And if you don't tell them, you don't got to give. Hold on. Most gracious.
Yo, if I see you here one more time,
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't have to be here if you didn't keep taking my throat. So here I'm using my Merhan Edges style 23 tooth scissor. I like using the scissor for little touch ups if I don't want to go all the way in with my clippers and end up leaving like dents and little things. I mean, it makes my job 10 times harder. Any more questions? Any hate questions? Or hate comments?
Nope.
I'd like to answer those too. Now I move on to the back. And I've seen barbers do fades and all types of haircuts in different ways. Yo, this Karen man's gonna get hit one of these days. You messing with me.
Mehmet said, "Come to Morocco."
Morocco? I'll come one day. I always wanted to go to Morocco. I've seen pictures, videos. It looks like a beautiful country. There's a few countries I actually want to visit. Morocco, Egypt, Japan, Dubai.
Dubai is not a country.
Huh?
Dubai is not a country.
Oh, I want to. Okay, but I want to visit Dubai. Greece, Italy.
Mehmet said, "Come Serbia."
That's that's a good one. I've been to Serbia actually. I drove. I landed in Serbia and I went straight into the motherland. But going back to it, I've seen people fade in all types of ways. I've seen people do one side at a time. I do one side at a time as well. I see people do all around the head. With each step they take, they do all around first, and then they next step go all around the head. But the way I like to do it is, I like to debulk the hair first. Okay, and I see a lot of barbers online. They do one side of the head, but they don't debulk. They don't touch the other side whatsoever. They only, they only, what's really called? They only do the side that they're working on. They leave the other side till they move on. I like to debulk everything first, and then I like to make the first initial guideline, whatever it is.
Maddie said, "You guys make it look so easy. It does give me hope for that. If I keep
I'm gonna
it
do it like that.
at it, things will work out." Thanks from Jersey.
Like that. Say it one more time.
You guys make it look so easy. It does give me hope for that. If I keep at it, things will work out. Thanks from Jersey.
Well, practice makes perfect. You can't expect to be good at something right off the go. You gotta do it 1,000 times and get better. So right now, I'm using my Marihon Edge Style 6.0 scissors. And I like to use this one. It's the Zenith 6.0. And I like to use this one for point cutting. And all the little work. I have on my station both the 6.0 and 6.0 and the 6.5. They're both fantastic scissors. But it depends on the situation, which one I need it for.
Amia said, "Hi, Hamza. It's so good to follow your progress. Your dad has taught you well. How long did it take to master the scissor over comb?"
Scissor over comb, forget about that. I did way more than scissor over comb. I did scissor over comb. I probably worked on for a whole year actually. But but when I first started cutting hair, I used to practice on the mannequin, and my dad always told me. And I used to always try to do like tapers or fades on the mannequin with the clippers, and he was like, "No, do it with the clippers or do it with the scissors." He didn't let me pick up a clipper for the first 3.5 years of me learning how to do it. So for 3.5 years, all I did was scissors, razor, and blow drying. Blow drying is a big part of the haircut as well.
Good, you still cannot do it.
And yeah, of course, I still can't do it. I think I proved myself last time.
You what?
I proved myself last time on live. Last week.
Lori said, I'm a lady who cuts my own hair, but I really enjoy your videos. My son has had his haircut there. Very professional place.
We try our best. We try to keep it as clean as possible, smelling nice. Try to interact with each client nicely. So here I'm doing a lot of point cutting to give it some texture. But I'm going to do a whole bunch of razor work as well to give it even more texture. But he's going to style his hair messy. He's going to wear it up, but also like up and forward. You will see when I style the hair at the very end. Now we just make sure everything is even. All right. Now we change the blade to our Tendeo razor. We're gonna change it. I have a whole load of boxes of these razors, but these razors, each box will last you a while because every time you use the Tendeo razor
So,
for cutting hair, it lasts you a while. You don't replace it between every client, only because like you wouldn't replace your scissors between every client. The only reason you don't replace this razor compared to this razor between every client, because this razor, I have multiple razors. I need to reload up, but this one shaves down to the skin. So you could nick someone and then you get their blood on it and all that, and then you don't want to use it on somebody else and they get that person's blood onto another person and then whatever. This razor is different though. This razor will never touch the skin. It's meant for only thinning and texturizing the top of the hair. Or blending, actually. You could also do it for blending, thinning, texturizing, cutting. Now, for messy hair, I like to do this one technique. Razor over comb. I like to comb everything forward. Once I comb everything forward, I like to lift the hair and I go across like this. And I make my way back. And I like to do 3 sections. I have the middle section, the right section, and the left section. All right. Okay. Now, once I went this way in all 3 sections, I like to go the other way now. So I take my razor and I flip it this way, and I do the same process all over again. Any questions, comments, concerns? Then I'll comb the hair over this way. He has very thick hair. He has good thick hair, so I always like to go, depending on the person, I like to go over a few times. So now I'm gonna comb this way. And I'm gonna razor over comb. Back here. And you always want to keep this razor somewhat sharp, because when it's dull, it could be a big problem. First, when it's dull, it doesn't want to cut as smooth, right? So then you're gonna put a little bit more pressure, and then when you put a little bit more pressure, then it'll cut, but then it'll cut a big chunk or too deep, and then you're screwed. So I like to believe that each blade will last between 3 to 4 customers, depending on how you do it. Okay, now come over here. Now to blend the sides to the top, instead of use, I could if I wanted to take my thinning shears, start up here, and do it this way. But I don't want to do that. I want it to that messy look. So I also could do it with the razor. I comb straight up, and you see the hair here. On this side.
Terrible time said nobody talks when the barber picks up the razor.
What?
Nobody talks when the barber picks up the razor.
Now, I have 3 steps when I cut hair. The sides, whatever it is, the fade, taper, whatever, well, it doesn't matter what it is. Then the top, and my very last step is to fully connect the top to the sides to the top. So I come here, depending on how long the person's hair, like he got a skin fade, so I'm gonna go 1.5, and I'm just gonna go straight up, as if I'm going straight up on a wall like this.
I like the razor over comb technique. Is it easier than scissor over comb? I've not tried this yet.
It is slightly easier. It is slightly easier, but you have to be gentle with it, because the second when I say gentle, when I hold the razor, and I'm doing this technique, I hold it so lightly, you can just easily just pull it right out of my hand. So now if I hold it tighter, right? I'm holding it tight. It's not getting out of anywhere. I'm holding it tight. And because you're holding it tight, you're gonna start pushing it harder. And when I push it harder, it starts hooking onto the comb. Because the blade is sharp. So it starts cutting into the comb and hooking on. So I'm like this. When I hold it looser, it's all about the pressure and how you're holding it. So if you're holding it looser, it will help. It will go smoothly. It'll be a little easier than a scissor. But I believe,
Terrible time said, should you cut facial hair or beards?
should I cut
Should you razor cut facial hair or beards?
facial? It depends. With this razor, no, because when you do that, this razor cuts the hair, but also it feels a little bit like a pull. So on the top of someone's hair, on the side, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. But your facial hairs are much more like they're much more, what is the word? Delicate. It hurts. It doesn't it's not a pleasant feeling, and there's no point of doing it, because when you're doing that, you don't want to give. There's no reason to give the beard like a texture or thin it out. No, you're gonna shape a beard. So that's why when it comes with a beard, the only scissor I like to use or anything is a machine and my Marathon Edge style, the Zenith 6.5 scissor for just shaping the whole beard up. For the beard, we're gonna shape it like this, right? Shape everything. Trim the mustache. You want it to come to a point. Okay.
Like middle ear, probably.
No problem. So I like to start off with a 1.5, and I just ride his face down. But as this is his cheekbone right around here, I don't dip in too much because then it starts to look like this. And we want to shape it. It's nice and squared. I like to comb everything out and I go straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down. So you could push it slightly because you have a little bit of forgiveness because it won't push it too much because you still have the 1.5 on. I'm gonna fade this down to 1 here, just the 1, right? No, let's go half. Over here. We're gonna fade it down to half over here. Now I grab my edgers and I like to comb the hair out because we're gonna trim the beard. How much you want to trim it? So like up to here? Yes. Okay, perfect. So now I'm gonna grab my edger, and this is all anyways gonna be cut here. So I like to pull this back here, just line it up. Good. You have this. Now, for the beard, you want to come to a point. I literally go, I make this line here, and I just go straight like this. And whenever I use a razor on a facial hair, I always put gel and I put a hot towel. But I like to make just this line and sometimes this line, and I like to just do it dry.
Everything his beard too.
Yeah.
This guy. Sick beard. Nice beard, my friend.
Like how this is fine, but like how.
I like to do this beard dry because look, I get the dead skin and it looks super. It helps me make it straight.
Nice and clean, man. How's that?
And when I do these parts, I like to pull back the ear a little bit.
Hamza's the man. Okay, I'm gonna go for lunch. No problem. I'll do that. Yo, keep the barber shop.
In consultations with clients, have you ever suggested different shapes than the client preference?
Yeah, I have. I have. because sometimes a lot of the time a client sees a picture and they don't know. They see the picture like, oh, this picture look good. This is exactly what I want. I'm like, this is not gonna fit your face. Like I seen people with a very narrow. They showing pictures of people with very narrow face, but their face is like wide and rounded. I'm like, the haircut's not gonna come out looking the same. And they're, okay, so what do you? Then they usually ask me, okay, then what do you suggest? And then I give them what I suggest. I think I should tell them what's best. Sometimes they say, okay, I trust you. Do whatever you want, and that's it.
Jeffrey said MC Barber and your client look like twins. Mm,
MC's long look for there right here. All right, now I go again with the razor. Sometimes if the razor is a little dull, it will pull the hair a lot worse. Like it'll pull the hair and it'll be painful towards the client. And usually while I'm usually using a razor on somebody's face, if I'm doing it dry, I like sometimes I like to look at their facial expressions. Because people make a little like squeamish facial expression, then I understand that the blade is dull and it's pulling on the hair, and it does hurt when it pulled on the hair. But when the blade is nice and sharp, it really does not pull. It pulls, but barely. You don't feel it. No, for the mustache. You could do the mustache with like one and a half. I always like to do it with the comb and the edger like this.
Constantin said hello from Romania.
Hello. Okay. So now most barbers will leave this area right here. This area right here. And see how long this is? And look how close it is up to the lip. I like to trim it down a good amount and then shape it into this. So I always scoop the hair up and I kind of go at an angle. So it's like it kind of like fades. It's shorter to where the lip is and longer as it comes down. So I'm here like this.
Someone said to the client, nice beard, bro. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, now I grab my wand. And I just fade literally just where his lip begins. Like this. Now, I'm fading down a little, but I'm freehanding a good amount. I'm mostly freehanding, actually. Okay, now I'm about to do a part where when you do this on a customer, you have to steady hand, and they can't be moving because if they move, then they get a bald patch in their beard and nobody wants that. So comb the beard, and then I usually start from the middle. And I just ride the beard down. And as I'm going down, it picks up all the hairs I just poke and stick straight out.
Someone in the chat said to the client, "Really nice beard. How old are you?"
48.
Lauren said you have such a meticulous eye for detailing. I know nothing about beards or barbering, but I'm so captivated.
Thank you. You said Lauren?
Yeah.
Thank you, Lauren. No, I know the clipper. You could do all that with the clipper, and I did most of it with the clipper. I just like to take a quick little pass over it all. And I like to do those steps before I trim the beard. And I'm going to show you why. Let me just line the mustache up on top. Go like this? Yeah, perfect. I usually line that part up with the edge here, and then I I put a little shaving gel on it, put the hot towel. Like this. Now, I like to get everything done with the clipper. First, before I start shaving his face, like his beard, or shaving underneath, and putting a hot towel and doing all that. So I like doing all that first. Let me blast this though, but I'm putting my shit out. Okay, put your back, right? And I always lock the chair whenever I lean and climb back to shave their beard, just in case the chair moves and no mistakes or accidents happen. Now look straight up. Yep. So the reason I do all that, let me comb the whole beard out. He said he wanted a good amount up to here. Okay. The reason I do everything with the clipper first is because when you do a customer's beard, it looks thick and full to a certain point. After that certain point, like right around here, the hair just it doesn't look as thick as up here. So I always like to kind of almost get to the point where I cut it all off. So then his beard will look much, much more fuller. Now you set it right here. And let's just go straight down with it. And sometimes, like him, he said he wanted up here. So that's where most of like the thin hairs were that make it look like less full. So that's good where he wanted to cut it, but there's a lot of people where they want it to this length, but their hair starts doing that where it looks thin, very short. And then I'm like, I could do that, but then it'll look like it wouldn't look the best. And then I do it for them, show them, and I say if we go a little higher, it'll look better. And they were like, all right, so let's go a little higher. So then when I go a little higher, they like it much more. Okay. Now for this bottom part, it's a little tricky because his hair is not full down here. Because you see how he has this bald patch, and then it's like it grows up here, it grows sideways here. I still like to, I kind of make it in like kind of imaginary line. So look, I trim everything with the clipper first, and now I'll have my edger, and I kind of just make the line for him.
Someone asked, when was the last time you did a noticeable mistake?
Noticeable mistake. I don't want to sound cocky, but I really don't really make mistakes. I just take my time on everybody. I go slow. Everything I do, I know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. The last time I made a noticeable mistake, well, the client didn't notice, but I noticed. I was 14 years old. I took a guy and I was walking around his head like this with the machine. It was on. I was done with the hair and make sure everything was good. And I tapped the back of his head right here, just a little bit. Just left a little patch like that.
Rain said it's beautiful to see your work.
Thank you.
Wilson Nelson said dye it purple.
Dye it purple. I think that's up to my client. I can't dye it if he doesn't want to dye it. No, then I did all that. I trimmed it. I made the line to the best of my ability because the line it goes much higher, but I don't want to shave his beard all the way up here. So we're gonna keep it lower because the low. I think when you keep it lower, it looks better. Some people will just lift it up like this and just line like this. I don't think that's the best, but like for example, MC does that, but on his own beard. He doesn't do that to customers. Customers, he does it like this. Okay. Now, I'm going to go over the scissors. Just pass through it. I would like to pass through everything with just the scissors. Well, last step is the scissors.
Same dude said if he didn't notice, it never happened.
With the little patch. I don't know. I think I did. I think I never told him. But I was young. I didn't know.
Ace said, say some tips for beginners.
Beginners. Keep practicing. Practice what you're not good at so you can get better at it. And you will always learn something. So don't be closed-minded, thinking you're the best. I already know how to do this, so I don't need to know how to do that. Those are things that make you a better barber. Those are things that make you stand out from the rest of the barbers. All right. Now that everything is done, it's the part where I shave. Hold on. And go into every confident nervous. Go into every haircut confident. There you go. The second you're not confident, it shows. Even if it's a haircut, you're not the greatest. Still going through confident. The second you're not confident, the client sees that they get nervous, and any little like anything will throw the client off. Anything you do, anything, just anything. But when you go into confident, it makes it look like you know what you're doing. That's what I used to always be so confident when I was younger.
Someone said, "Are you gonna train your left hand as well in the future?"
I don't think so. I don't think so. Now I put the shaving gel. I have my hot towel. So too hot. I'm cooler than. Too hot? Perfect. Leave a little hole so you can breathe. If you can't breathe, that's not a good sign. So you get bad reviews.
Ace said, "Can we use hair protein on beards too?"
Actually never heard that before. Hair protein. Alright, so now I put a second towel here. Put a hot towel here, second towel here. In the meantime, I like to clean my tools and clippers and everything and organize my station. While the hot towel is on his face, and it's like opening up his pores and all that. Because I don't want to just put it on for 10 seconds and then take it off. There's no point in me putting the hot towel on his face. I don't like spraying the cool care towards the client. I always face away when I spray the cool care. Because the only place they can breathe is through their nose. So if you're spraying the cool care towards them, they're inhaling all that cool care. The razor here. Comb with the barber side.
Navi Parker said hello.
Hello, Parker. How you doing, Donald? By then, the
MC Barber said hi.
hello, MC Barber. Okay. Go like this for me. Yep. So I have him stretch out his lips, so it makes it easier for me to shave and get into these points right here. And when the skin is tight, I'm way less likely to nick the client. Look towards this way. There we go. And this area is very sensitive area when you shave. That's why a lot of customers start tearing up and all that stuff. That's why I always put a hot towel before I shave here, because when I do, it makes it much, much nicer for the client. Now look straight up. There you go.
Amia said, "Have you ever cut girls' or ladies' hair?"
I have.
How'd it go?
How'd it go? I've cut ladies' hairs before, but I don't do like the long hair with the layering and all that stuff. I've cut girls that got like a fade on the side, all that, or that undercut on the back that they usually get. The only other females where I try to do that is my mom and my cousins. That's about it. Now I wipe off the gel.
MC said, "When you do his, he does it dry."
Oh, MC doesn't pay. We can work on. Yeah.
I've been coming here for years. I mean, the first time I got the old guy.
Here we go. Young guy cutting my hair, huh? How old is I?
I've come ever since, yes.
17. I started cutting your hair.
MC Barber said, but I told him everything he knows. I should have credit.
Almost everything I know. Still better than the guys.
Ace said, what type of fixators can we use for this type of hair?
Fixators?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Christian said he paid with his knowledge. You still owe him.
He gained the free worker. Nah, I'm just gonna shave the back of the client's neck. Just stretch out the skin a little bit so it doesn't pull on the hair and you don't nick them. When you shave a client, a lot of it is you're doing a lot of pulling on the skin. It just helps prevent from nicking the client.
MC Barber said Hamza doesn't know what fixators are.
A little bit of aftershave. Maybe drown you a little bit in that. The messy, I like to blow dry everything kind of up and back. Because when I put the product in, it's just gonna help it sit. Okay. Where did I put it? Hold on. Now we put a little bit of beard balm. Mustache and beard. Styling balm. You put around this much. Well, depending on the beard. If it's a beard like this, I usually put right on that much. And I rub it through my hands real thoroughly. It's like I warm it up. I feel a little friction between. So when it becomes more liquidy and oily, and I just run it through his beard. Don't be shy to get in there because you want the product down to get down to the root of the hair. So I could just put it like this and call it a day. But the reason behind beard balm is supposed to hydrate the beard. When you get down to the root, it really improves everything. At the very last step, I comb everything. Actually trim his eyebrows, his head there. Put actually product in his hair for. I like to do one with like a medium hold and a very matte, like almost matte finish. And I and I make sure I always just make sure I get it like all the way down to the root. Here will stay all day. The product in. Any more questions?
Oh, how is it? Good. Very good. Oh, guys, how are you? 3 years old. 24? How do you play 24? It's hot. Beautiful cooking, man. Big file.
With a little bit of shine. The messy look. Fade done. The beard is done, styled, hydrated, and he's all set.
Oh,
What do you think, my friend? Good?
total makeover, man.
Yeah, man. I know when I let it go that long, and then when I told him to get it cut, it's pretty good. Thank you so much. Man. Appreciate it. Wow.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Hamza has come a long way. I'm really proud of Hamza for doing the wonderful job. As you guys can see, he deserves being the champion of 2023 of Connecticut, 2024 CT Barber Expo, which is the largest one in the country. I'm so proud of him. Hamza, great job. Thank you so much. Hey guys, check our website, MCPROBARBER.com. We have Merhan Edge of Style scissors made from Hitachi football steel with convex edge blades, offset handle. We also have old school clippers. We have Tondeo razors. Please put a thumbs up if you haven't. In the comment, make a comment. Tell us what you'd like to see next. Go ahead. Sorry. Oh, tell us what you'd like to see next. Also, subscribe if you are not subscribed. I would really appreciate that. We have a lot of videos coming. We are trying to get educators also for women's haircut, so we can have styles on our website for women's hair styling and cutting. I have a friend who was a furniture educator for 20 years, so I'm going to see if I can get him on. Also, we are getting more tools on our channel, on our website, such as combs, brushes, blow dryers, and everything else that you guys might need. Subscribe, follow us on social media. We will see you next Saturday from 11 to 12 or 12 to 1. Depends